Hello viewers, me again. The old girl's done over 10,000 miles, actually 10,329 to be precise. She's gone around the clock 4 times. Right, as you already know, she's had the original gears and cluster removed, and she's now on single speed with a big old thick chain. Hardly ever clean her, but I never clean her. I mean, as you can see, I live near the sea. I use things, I don't throw them away. Had a problem, error 33 recently. That was because that battery came loose. The bungee strap had lost its juice and it was rattling about, and it basically needed a hard reset, which is easy enough to do. You just hold down that button for 20 seconds or so, and then you'll get 2 lights flash up. Then plug it into the charger and let it charge for a while, and it resets itself. We're all back to normal. I just got back from a ride after doing that. Everything is pretty much worn on this bike now, as you can see. Bell, handle grips. That fell off years ago and is stuck on with sealer. I did a nice tidy job of that, as you can see. It's now on its 4th pickup sensor there. They regularly go, but I glue them in with sealer now, and that helps. And being single speed, I don't get the chain jumping off like it used to. Wheels, I don't know how many sets of tires she's had now. I think she's on her 4th or her 5th set. GoPro bracket, which is a central phone bracket. As you can see, there's no gears on the handlebars anymore. It's just literally the things, the brake levers. Forks are getting nice and rusty now, as you can see. Top-notch crap forks, as I've been moaning about over the yonks, but they're still going strong. Yeah, that's about it really. I mean, good old seat. I don't wear one. I don't have a thin seat. I don't wear that Lycra crap. Never have done. I do 400 miles a month. I've never wore a pair of Lycra shorts in my life. Well, I tell a lie. Somebody bought me a pair, and I put them on. No, I didn't get aroused. I thought you meant to get aroused when you wear them, but you don't. I found them bloody uncomfortable. I used them on my bike under another pair of shorts. Did 10 miles in them, and all that did was it just hurt my arse even more, so I got rid of them. I just wear normal shorts, and I have a what they call a town saddle on there. Oh yeah, this mudguard, it tends to go a bit bloody banana shaped, but yeah. So we're done 10,000 miles for a bike that cost me 869 quid, because I got a bit of about 2.5 years ago, 2 years ago, over 2 years ago now. I can't remember when I got it now. I got it when fuel went to £2 a litre, I think, when Russia invaded Ukraine. So that proves how long I had her. She's had a lot of use, been abused, never been cleaned. I keep replacing bits on it. I learned how to sort her out. Is a £3,000 hay bike better? No fucking way. Mate of mine's got one. He ain't done 500 miles on it yet. He's paid a fortune for it. No, I wouldn't bother. Buy these. I bought a second one in the end, which I use for now. But I use this one a lot as well. So on single speed, I quite like this one. I cruise at a higher speed. Yeah, do I recommend them? Yes, I bloody well do. I think for the money, they're 30. You can get them if you get a second-hand B grade now of Halfords, you can pick one of these up for 30 quid a month. You'll save that in fuel. They don't cost you nothing, these things don't. They're so cheap and easy to run, you know, it just doesn't matter. And yeah, you're always going to get them people out there who have to have the best. I see loads of old men going around on £5,000 mountain bikes. Full suspension bloody electric bikes with all the gear on. The bikes are like immaculate. I see them when I go into work and that. They'll suddenly appear. They'll be locals because I'll recognise them. They'll ride them for a couple of months and I never see them again. You know, there's only one chap I've seen consistently over the last 2 years, 3 years, and that's been he's a chap who lives in the village next door where I am, and I see him pretty consistently. He's the only one out of all the people that buy these bloody things, yeah, there's only me and him who regularly use them. So it's a fad for some, and whenever I go into an expensive e-bike shop, all I get off them is, oh, you need one of these? No, you don't. You need one of these? No, you don't. I'll give you a word of advice. Get a hub drive. They're easy to fix. Crank drives are okay. They're much more durable, apparently. But when anything goes wrong on them, they cost a fortune, and they eat derailleur gears because you're forcing the gears to go like you're going up a hill in too high a gear. You're stretching the chains, and you're fucking up the derailleurs. And people I know have owned the crank drive said that's the one thing, they eat gears. This thing doesn't, because it's assistant from the back, and that motor has now done over 10,000 miles. That battery hasn't done 10,000 because I've got 4 batteries now, but that's still done a hell of a lot of charging cycles. That's the original battery on my bike, because that's why it's got spots on it. So that's done a lot of charging cycles. I'd like to see how much it has done. So yes, my advice would be, if you're going to go buy an e-bike, don't buy a built-up Chinese one out of Chinese kits, because the batteries are a bit here and there with them. What you got to remember is, although that's a Phylon battery and a Suntour gear, and these are all been checked and tested, and the build quality is that little bit better coming from Halfords. Halfords can't sell you stuff that's going to catch fire. The ones that catch fire tend to be the cheap, nasty Chinese kits that people buy and stick on normal bikes. So I wouldn't go down that route. I have looked at it and thought about doing it, but I'm not going to. I just can't risk it. I've got too much stuff in my shed that I get to lose, and I'm not sure if my insurance will be covering me. So so my verdict after 10,000 miles is Carrera Vengeance. They got them on special offer at the moment in the Halfords, and you know, they still do this model. They've stopped making them now, so they're clearing out the old stock. So grab one when you can, because I can guarantee you the next model up is not going to be as good. All right, Mrs. just appeared, so I better hang up. And don't forget to subscribe.